Well, hey neighbors, welcome to the Shed Shop. Fuck the tyrant, bully, thug gangsters in blue that wear a badge that says they're allegedly in fucking charge, even though the Constitution says we have a right to abolish them. So sorry, all my neighbors out there getting done in the dirty courts, getting done so dirty by the judges and prosecutors and their defense attorneys. So sorry, all my hard-working American neighbors. I got a video for you I'm about to show you of a traffic stop. In a very brief context of what you're about to watch, I've got a lot of testimony about police encounters, court encounters, etc., etc. Over a decade ago, I had my shoulder broken by the police. I've had phones broken, and this is all over a decade ago. I haven't tried to record the police until last year. Because they are not, the guys that have made it well aware, we're not going away. You fucking thugs, we're taking our country back from you fucking tyrants. Okay? We don't all have the same approach to doing it, but we want our God-given, no matter what you believe, that is what our Constitution says. Our Creator has given us unalienable rights. You go on Google and it wants to bash sovereign citizens because there's one bad sovereign citizen. But yet we read about sovereign rule of the courts. Okay? Not okay, neighbors. It's simply not okay. So here is what happened this time. I got pulled over by Trooper Garrett of the Alaska State Troopers. And I have that footage as well, but it's all long. And for sake of time, we're going to make it 2 separate videos, and then I'll make one long video of all of it together eventually. He pulled me over for not wearing my seatbelt, okay? I told him, I don't fucking talk to police, I don't answer questions. Here's my driver's license, do what the fuck you gotta do so I can be on my way. Neighbor, you're harassing a disabled American, and you're robbing me on the highway right now. I know that's what you're about to do. That's what they're doing to you, neighbors. They're fucking highway pirates. They're road pirates. Stealing your hard-earned money. Stop letting them do this bullshit to us, neighbors. Stand up, but do it right. Do it with peace and love. Okay? War ain't gonna solve shit. Oh, wait, that's what our country was founded on. Fucking war. The war was only necessary because a bunch of people said, we just want to be able to live freely. Leave us alone. And when the tyrants in red wouldn't, they said, fine, fuck you. We're going to war. I get my ticket, but 12 minutes into this 21-minute traffic stop, a police officer named Nick Renshaw, I'm working on raising money, by working my ass off, I should say, not really raising money, just working my ass off to monetize my YouTube channel here, so that I can pay for all the public records to bring you all the body cam and all that bullshit too. I'm going to bring you his salary and everything, neighbors. The asshole tyrant, Nick Renshaw, pulls up on the traffic stop and basically is laughing and giggling, talking to this trooper for 8.5 minutes. Never comes up to my van. Never once sees my face. Okay? So I go about my business. I'll go get my breakfast. I'll pull back out onto the turn lane because I'm turning 100 yards down the road. And it's senseless. Both those cops are right over in the other lanes. Okay? And this cop, damn it, I gotta go get the statute for you neighbors. Shit. Be right back. Here we are, neighbors. Oh, here's my ticket from the first traffic stop for the seatbelt, by the way. And it's like half fucking filled out. 20 minutes and this guy couldn't do his job right. And I have to get a ticket. I have to do my job. Fucking thug, thief, tyrant. Anyways, here is the statute. This man, Nick Renshaw, that you're about to see, quotes 55-8-123 of the Tennessee Code. Okay? It says, whenever any roadway has been divided into 2 or more clearly marked lanes for traffic, the following rules, the following rules, in addition to all others consistent with this section, shall apply. A vehicle shall be driven as nearly as practicable entirely within a single lane and shall not be moved from that lane until the driver has first ascertained that the movement can be made safely. Make sure your blinker fluid is fucking full so that when you turn it on, it blinks. Upon a roadway that is, this is part 2. Upon a roadway that is divided into three lanes, neighbors, 3 lanes. This is a 5-lane road I was on. A vehicle shall not be driven in the center lane except, listen to this, because I've got more footage of when I went up to file my complaint where they argued this bullshit with me, and I got all that for you, and we're going to talk about this shit more when I bring that video to you. Except when overtaking and passing another vehicle where the roadway is clearly visible and the center lane is clear of traffic within a safe distance, or in preparation for a left turn where the center lane is at the time allocated exclusively to traffic moving in the direction the vehicle is proceeding and is signposted to give notice of this allocation. 5-lane road. Yes, at the top it says 2 or more, but this statute specifically right here, when he's talking about abuse of the center lane, would have fallen under number 2, okay? Let's move on. Number 3, official signs may be erected directing slow-moving traffic to use a designated lane or designating those lanes. A, where passing is unsafe because of traffic in the opposite direction or other conditions, a slow-moving vehicle, including a passenger vehicle, behind which 5 or more vehicles are formed in line, shall turn or pull off the roadway wherever sufficient area exists to do safely, in order to permit vehicles following it to proceed. 9. To shut the bell. As used in this subdivision, a slow-moving vehicle is one which is proceeding at a rate of... Shut up! That's what you gotta do sometimes, neighbors, with a bitch. I love the shit out of my fatty buntings, but that's the one thing she's never been able to be trained good on. She don't shut the hell up when she's supposed to. Okay, so let's back up. In order... Damn it, see? Sorry, neighbors. This is a messy channel. Get used to it. So, we were at, as used in this subdivision 4, a slow-moving vehicle is one which is proceeding at a rate of speed that is 10 miles per hour or more below the lawful maximum speed limit for that particular roadway at that time. Completely inapplicable to what you're about to watch. It says B, ANO be used by traffic moving in a particular direction regardless of the center of the roadway, and drivers of vehicles shall obey the directions of every such sign, and any person failing to conform with subdivision 4A shall receive a warning citation on first offense and be liable for a fine of $20 on second offense and $50 on the third and subsequent offenses. Subdivision 4A shall not apply to funeral processions, school buses, farm tractors, or implements of husbandry. We're not going to go into what implements of husbandry are. But basically, when you watch this video, really the only one he can try and say, he quoted abuse of the center lane, close quote. Quote, abuse of the center lane, close quote. I turned left out of Burger King into the center lane of the 5-lane road. I put my left turn signal on. I proceeded at a slow rate of speed in a completely empty lane of traffic. The oncoming traffic lanes were empty because the red line I was traveling to was red for them. I observed all my surroundings. And they say you can't travel in the center lane. I had a turn signal on. Yes, but you traveled too far. I said, so then if that's the law, then you need to go put markings and tell me how many feet. You need to define, just like Supreme Court has ruled over and over and over, a reasonable amount of time for a traffic stop. 20 minutes, neighbors. In some states, the state policy is 15 minutes, okay? So know that shit. When cops try and argue reasonable this, you have to look at case law, and you have to see what the hell they've ruled on it in the past, okay? This is a $30 seatbelt ticket. That's going to cost me hundreds of dollars of time, money, gas, energy, hours spent just to fight it. Because you got to stand up. I'll probably lose, okay? Because our system is corrupt. But you got to fight it. You got to stand up. And you got to fucking talk to asshole tyrants like Nick Renshaw of the Lewisburg City Police Department like this. Enjoy, neighbors. Here we go, guys. I just got fucking pulled over and got given a seatbelt ticket. My seatbelt's on, but it's under my shoulder because it's damaged. This asshole was with the fucking Trooper Garrett that pulled me over, and now he's pulling me over again. I just got my breakfast. I'm just trying to go home and work as a fucking American, and this fucking asshole is fucking with me. I did nothing wrong, neighbors. I want your supervisor right now, neighbor.
How's it going?
I want your supervisor right now. What did I do wrong, neighbor? What did I do wrong?
Hey, real quick, nothing too big at all. You just use that center, so the center.
I have my turn signal on, neighbor.
I know. You cannot use that center turn, so it's called abuse of the center turn lane. You cannot use that for more. So basically, it says.
So do you want to give me a ticket or not, man? I just want to go home, neighbor.
No, just a verbal warning, man. I don't take it on.
Okay, then am I free to go, man? Please. Will you guys leave me the fucking alone, please, neighbor?
I didn't know that you were the one stopped.
Dude, like legit. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Get over for 50 feet and get back over again?
Yes.
That's unsafe.
By law, yes,
I don't give a shit by law, neighbor. That's unsafe, neighbor.
Okay. So by law,
that's unsafe, neighbor Renshaw. I'm gonna tell you right now. Anytime you ever fucking pull me,
Nick.
listen.
Nick.
Okay, Nick. My name's Matthew Grover.
Matthew, nice to meet
So
you.
you know my name.
Okay.
This is my Fatty Bunting's dog. I live at 1851 Long Distance Road. I work on cop shit at my house, neighbor. I'm a disabled fucking American, and you just gave me a ticket I can't fucking afford. I know he has discretion to give me a warning. I am fucking broke, Nick. He had discretion to give me a warning, but yet because I'm still scared to stand up against you guys, so you know I'm always fucking rolling and I'm studying actively the laws in this state. Y'all will not fuck with me, just so you know, Nick. Okay? That's respectfully man to man, neighbor.
Right. I got you. So
we're all neighbors, dude.
It's very dangerous to ride in that middle lane because you can get hit from someone trying to use it as merge lane or someone trying to.
I am watching everybody around me. I'm a very defensive driver.
I just want you to be safe. That's all.
So what is the distance I'm allowed to be in that lane?
A reasonable distance.
I thought that was reasonable, neighbor.
So,
I pulled out of Burger King and I'm turning at the lot. I thought, well, it's stupid to get over for fucking 50 yards. Okay, so that was a reasonable distance. Do you disagree?
I do, because I've had a bad.
So then what's the reason? But wait a minute. That is your opinion. What is the law state? What specific distance? Based on whose opinion, neighbor?
Reasonable amount of distance.
Based on whose opinion, neighbor?
You know how it right up here where it turns, you can turn
define
left,
reasonable amount of distance.
Right,
because the law says 100 feet before you turn, you have to signal.
Right, absolutely. And you see how it breaks right there, and you have the white lane, the white line on the right side and the yellow dash on the left.
There's none of that over there, neighbor.
Not at all. But that's because it's a left turn. It's a two-way left turn. So traffic going either way can use that lane to make a left turn.
Correct.
So at that point, it's a reasonable amount of distance.
Define that, please, though, neighbor. You cannot say reasonable without a definition of yards and feet. The court requires specific facts, neighbor. I need a specific distance, neighbor. If you want me to follow the law, I will. But I need to know the specific law. That was reasonable safely to me, given the traffic that was over here, given I saw Trooper Garrett go by, given I saw you go by, given you guys just pulled me over. I thought, shit, there's vehicles coming. I'm turning anyways. There's no sense getting over and fucking disrupting traffic. I had no traffic heading toward me either, neighbor.
Right. So
come on, man.
I know. The problem is...
Let's be reasonable, though.
I know, but the problem is that you used it as a lane of travel.
No, I did not. I had my turn signal on the entire time, Nick.
Right, but it was 500 feet.
Who cares?
500,000 feet.
So what is... Now it's 500,000 feet, neighbor.
Usually...
Am I free to leave, Nick?
Usually
am I free to leave, Nick? Am I free to leave, Nick? I revoke my Fifth Amendment right. Am I free to leave, Nick?
Okay, that's fine.
I want you to define... Am I free to leave, Nick?
Okay.
Am I free to leave, Nick? Am I being detained? Am I being detained? Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
Yes.
What crime am I being detained for? What crime? That is a traffic citation, neighbor. You said you're giving me a warning. Have you completed your warning, neighbor?
I'm trying to.
Am I being detained? Am I being detained, Nick? Do you know the law?
Can I finish my traffic?
No. Am I being detained? Am I being detained? Am I being detained? Am I being detained? Am I being? That's what I thought, neighbor. I know my rights, Nick.
You see that, neighbors? How many times did that shit just happen? You see, I was nice to the cop before that, even though he violated fucking my rights. Okay? I'm gonna find out if a seatbelt is a second-hand offense. In a lot of states, they can't pull you over for not wearing a seatbelt. I'm gonna find out. He just pulled me over. Do you hear him? Reasonable distance. Reasonable distance. So clearly, they're in fucking cahoots, these two departments together, trying to get out here and fucking give us hardworking Americans traffic tickets. Stop letting them do it, neighbors. Take a day off of work and go fight your shit, even if it costs you more money. We should start a fucking channel that's solely raising money for people to fight traffic tickets. This is bullshit, neighbors. A reasonable distance in the turn lane. I was going less than 200 yards. I turned into traffic. I got into the traffic travel lane and immediately got into the turn lane because I'm turning anyways. Okay? And all the other obstacles around me. It was smart to get into my turn lane. And I asked him over and over again, am I being detained? And then all of a sudden he said, yes, I'm being detained. So you know what we're going to do? Now we're going to become a fucking First Amendment auditor. Fuck it. Our chainsaw business is failing. Maybe this is the shit we're supposed to do, neighbors. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the police department after we've rested a bit. We're going to take 3 cameras. We're going to take our phone. We're going to get the GoPro and fucking redneck it to our chest. And then I'm going to take the other camera. I'm going to put my selfie stick. And I'm going to hold the other camera. No, I'll just do 2. We'll do the phone and we'll do the GoPro. Okay? But we're going to record these motherfuckers. And we're going to request to file a complaint against Nick. Okay? That's what we're going to do. Because you saw what happened. Here's what happened. Let's play this out. He pulled me over. And I said, you guys just pull me over, blah, blah, blah. And I asked him if he wants to give me a ticket. He said, no, just a verbal warning. Okay? And I asked him if I'm free to leave. And you see how he just wants to make a point that he's right. He doesn't know the fucking law, clearly. And so he has no right to be out here with a fucking gun and a taser telling us what to fucking do, neighbors. Stand up, goddammit. I was nice to the first cop. Even though, as I just stated, he has discretion whether to give me that ticket or not. And he says he has to give me the ticket. No, he doesn't. But I don't feel like going to jail this morning to fight these motherfuckers. Another day, neighbors. Another day they're gonna fuck up. I don't want to catch them fucking up small. Yes, goat. I love you too, goat, baby. Goat, goat. I love animals, neighbors. I say hello to all my farm animals usually as I drive down the roads. I don't want them to fuck up small. If I'm gonna suffer and go to jail and get beat by guards and have my rights taken away from me and not being given fucking clothes and pencils and papers and everything else in the various shitty jails we have in this country that do us that fucking dirty, I want to catch them fucking up good. And I want to make sure I do it right. I'm nice. I follow the rules. Just like they don't understand the difference between traveling and driving. There is a difference. And they all pull that, well, it's a privilege in Tennessee to drive on the roads. I'm not driving, neighbor. This isn't my job. And he says when he gets off of work, okay, neighbor, but your job entails you to drive for a living. So even when you're not working on the clock, you still have a job as a driver. Therefore, it's your privilege to drive on the roads. And you can't separate driving from traveling, to my knowledge, in that aspect. I don't know. This is why we need to learn and understand the law. But they make it really fucking hard to learn this shit. They make it hard to even find this shit on the internet. It's difficult. It's confusing. It's complex. But anyways, we're going to fucking hope our doctor is nice enough to give us our note on Monday. Because I used to have one for my shoulders, for my seatbelt. So I don't have to wear one. But I shouldn't have to wear one anyway. So even if I do not get a note, I'm still going to fight the ticket. I'll look up if it's a secondary offense. If it is, boom, I've won there, right there. That's the reason you had it on recording that he said he pulled me over. So if it is a secondary offense, the traffic stop from there was a violation of my rights. Okay, and you saw how he stretched it right out, neighbors, almost to 20 fucking minutes, that first cop. And then that second cop, Nick, am I being detained? Am I being detained? And he wants to keep talking. And he said, yes, you're being detained right now, you are. And I asked him, are you finished? You said you just give me a warning. Are you finished your traffic stop? And he wanted to keep going. So, that's one of the cops I need to look out for. I forgot his last name. But I'll get it. Even if I have to file what's it called? FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, a FOIA. Even if I have to file a FOIA request to find out what dispatched, or what he said to dispatch on that call, I'm gonna pull his whole fucking jacket now, and I'm gonna find out what he's got against him, what disciplinary actions he's had to suffer, how long he's been a cop, how much money he makes, everything. I'm gonna find out how to do all that shit. And an asshole, shit begets shit, neighbors. I am so done. I am done being the nice guy that just forgives, because Jesus doesn't show up enough in my life for me to feel the fucking love I need to be able to forgive these assholes right now. So, shit begets shit, neighbors. And Nick, sorry neighbor, I'm gonna follow every right I have to learn everything about you, to make sure you don't violate my rights next time you pull me over, because now you got a vendetta. Till next time, be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle. Chainsaw Redeemer becomes a fucking First Amendment auditor. Incidentally, not trying to. Wait till you see the tractable footage too. Shit, neighbors. Maybe that'll be the end card to this one. Who knows when I'll get all this shit to the internet. But I gotta focus on the fucking road now, neighbors, because the sun's in my eyes now. Gotta go. Love you, neighbors. Oh shit, I'm back, even though there was no time. I just stopped and pushed start again, so we have an outro. I hope you enjoyed that footage. Listen, I have went to file a complaint on this guy, and as usual, you get talked in circles for weeks on end until you give up, but I'm not giving up, damn it, and neither should you, okay? I have lots more of these videos coming from you. I had to shut down police in North Dakota when they tried to tell me some shit was illegal with my dog, etc., etc. So yes, this channel is called @ChainSawRedeemer85, but if you like this shit, like the video, comment below, subscribe, share with your friends, and stand up against the fucking thugs in blue. The tyrants, the bullies, the real criminals, while we got millions of Americans locked up for fucking non-violent, victimless crimes for years on end. And we're feeding money to a private prison system. How do you think they feed it, neighbors? Their $150,000, $200,000 a year salaries as fucking police officers nowadays flabbergasts me. What happened to them getting fucking paid $40K a year? Come on, neighbors. Like the video, damn it. Until next time, stand up for your rights. Be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle. Love all fucking 8 billion of you out there, neighbors, even though I suck at it. Asshole cops, I fucking love you too, but you're fucking shitty. I don't like you at all. I don't like your shitty, bully, tyrannical character at all. You were trained to be a piece of shit. Be a human being, especially those assholes wearing a cross, professing Jesus Christ, but you put your badge above your Bible. Fuck yous especially. Shame on you. Till next time, neighbors.